If you've tuned in with me for the first time today, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Guys, I'm really excited about this video. As you guys know by now, I'm proudly South African. And as the title suggests, this video will be basically telling you how you know you're South African, or ways that you can know, or these ways that you have that no one else has, and these things that you'll say that no one else says. So let's jump into it. Number one, we call a barbecue a braai. So my husband says a barbecue is not a braai because a braai is better. It's on an open fire and we braai different. We grill, or on an open fire we put different types of meats. So not just patties or burger patties and sausage or that sort of thing. So we do different types of meats. Next up, we say shame for everything. This is a terrible habit, guys, but it's something that we do. So whether we're being empathetic or happy for you, they'll say, oh, shame, that's wonderful, or oh, shame, I'm so sorry to hear that. So in both cases, they use the word shame, but for good or bad. Next up, you say eish for everything. Eish is like, I once heard someone explain it as a negative whoa or wow. So it's an expression of shock, but in a bad way. So eish, I forgot my purse at home, or something like that. So that's just an example of the eish word that is so commonly used. Next, you will be using yeah at the end of every sentence. So how was your day? I had a good day. We in quarantine. I've played some cards and done some makeup. Yeah, you know. So at the end of the sentence, you end it with yeah, basically. Next, you will have your trainers or sneakers are called tackies. Not trainers or sneakers. We call them tackies. Next, this is a big one, guys. We do not call them traffic lights. We call them robots. I don't know where this started, however, this is, so if someone tells you turn left at the next robot, they mean turn left at the next traffic light. Another big one, we do not call it ketchup, we call it tomato sauce. This one is a bit more applicable to the older folk. They don't call it toothpaste, they call it Colgate, regardless of the brand. So like, ek gaan gou winkel toe om Colgate te koop. They're going to buy toothpaste, or I'm going to go buy Colgate, they're going to buy toothpaste. And it doesn't mean that they're going to buy that specific brand, they just call it that. I don't know if that was the first brand in South Africa, but that is what they call it. Next, lip balm, guys. We do not call it lip balm, we call it lip ice. Once again, that is not the only brand that we have available. I'm not sure if it's the first brand we had available, but that is what they call it, lip ice. This is also a big one. We do not call it a porch, we call it a stoep. So a stoep is an Afrikaans word as far as I know, but everyone calls it a stoep, not a porch. Another one, this is also a big one. It's really a cultural thing. It's out of respect for older folks. So even if this person is not your relative, we'll call them auntie or uncle. So even if it's just a family friend and they're older than you, you'd say auntie or uncle. This, once again, also is a cultural thing. We say sorry or askies when we want to come past someone, when you want to get through. So we don't say excuse me, and we are aware that that is the correct way of saying it, but you just end up saying sorry, I'd like to pass, or so they say sorry instead of excuse me. And then fries, French fries, we call them chips. So when we're placing an order at a restaurant, we'll just say, and with a side of chips. We won't say French fries, like no one uses that word. And instead of saying ew or gross, we say sis. Just blatant with expression, it's just sis. So whether you're English speaking, Afrikaans, Tosa, I know that we use the expression sis, so we don't say ew or gross, or very seldom. I've really heard South Africans say that. Next, when the lights go out, unfortunately we always blame Eskom first. We don't check to see if it's electricity. that we did not buy, and I myself am guilty of that. I've done that once before and I've learned my lesson. So I go and check the electric box before I accuse Eskom now. But initially when the lights go out, we're like, oh, Eskom, thinking it's load shedding. But it could just be that you actually forgot to buy electricity. Next we have, oh guys, I'm sorry to say this, but we all know that the best comedians are politicians.
769, 800 and 700, listen properly, 769,820 and 70 members, down from 100.2 million in 2012.
Zuma must fall, Zuma must fall, Zuma must fall, Zuma must fall, Zuma.
The elbow greeting rather, which is this, rather than shaking hands. Thank you.
We all know this. It's not necessary that we don't have comedians. We do, and we have some great ones. However, we know the best, if you really want to have a good time, it's our politicians. And we love our president, but they really know how to get us laughing. If you are truly South African, you will know the difference between now, just now, and now. I'll leave it there. If you're South African, you'll know exactly what that means. And the last one I'll be mentioning today, if you are truly South African, we all know at least one person that has moved to Australia.
Oh, Charlie.
I don't know why, but it's so common. A lot of South Africans are moving to Australia or New Zealand. I nearly said New Australia. What? I'm making up a new place. So, but mainly Australia, and then second to Australia is New Zealand. No offense to those of you who's left South Africa and are in Australia and watching this. All I'm saying is that it's a very common thing for a lot of South Africans to have moved to Australia. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope that you've learned something new regarding South Africa, and if you are South African, I hope that you had a good laugh. I hope that you hit the subscribe button. If not, please do so now. Also hit the bell so that you get notified when I do upload new videos. Thank you once again, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.